Start streaming. Come join. I hope you come. Okay, so now I've officially gone live, finally. Oh no, this number could take a bit of time here. Because look, this number, it's around 80 digits or so. After curve 200, it will actually use a sieve if it didn't find a factor after that. Which I think it will do here. Sieves done 1. It will take 2 minutes to finish. Oh god! So that's going to take 2 minutes to finish on my laptop. Otherwise, this could take a bit longer on my phone. And if the number gets a bit hard, I'll end the stream. There we go. Now, this is going to be a bit of a long time to wait. I started starting the live stream thanks to a viewer vote. So the number was 170256767622179110405273745844809105244238018. 7090194447714827588694789021036010241226. What happened to the 70-digit number? Did it die? 25056. I thought my touchpad was having a bit of a problem because, uh-oh, it took a minute longer than I thought. So that here must be a worst case scenario. Yeah, we thought this would be new. Seriously. I thought we wouldn't find any more factors. There we go, Sieves done is 1. Then the sieve is done, basically. This ended up being almost a worst case scenario. I got only 2 digits more. Look, my number was pretty bad from the start. Having to use a save as well, which made it even worse. Seriously, why do I have to visit one of the primes? And I have to add 64 minus the first number. Look, this and all the others, I need to add all this. Oops. Now for the prime numbers, I must color them in red for my Excel sheet, which I'm going to do here. But you won't see that on the live stream because I only show the browser. Six replacements, that's nice. Oh, I wasted a click there. Really? There we go. So this is what happened. Let me try this again. Not a big problem. Numbers done. So here again, I must add the same number of extra numbers here. This time, however, minus the 2, we have 62 numbers to add. I have 6 minus 2 primes because actually there are 5 primes I need to color in red and replace them. It starts from 3. Look, I'm doing this so that you get a glimpse of how 100-digit numbers are. Oh no, that's too much. Uh-oh. I got 11 prime factors. Uh-oh, that's too much. I got so many small factors and then a 13-digit prime factor. A 12 or 13-digit. That was too much. That was too much. I'm gonna have to add thousands of new numbers to my sheet like that. In case I really have a lot, that becomes a big problem. You see the issue? I have to add over 10,000 numbers to my sheet. That's not good. Uh-oh. That means 98% of my numbers will just be one. It was from one number. Uh-oh. That's not good. Seriously. I need to add 10,200 something numbers to my sheet. And here it barely, yeah, you know. My God. Did you see that? I need to add over 10,000 different numbers because of the extra. All this becomes a huge problem whenever a number has more than about 5,000 divisors by now. But here it had 10,000. Oh God. There we go. Uh-oh, I need to add all this. I need to add all this here. Remember, it only shows about 1,000 at a time, which becomes a big problem. I can't believe this. 2 to the 4 times 3 times 11, and then so on. Oops, under. See, it copies just 1,000. I mean, not only do I need to copy this 11 times over, but I also need to copy the entire thing every time. That means every time. Oh no. I had to copy everything the 11 times because I have over 10,000 numbers. 10,000. And that all happened over one number, by the way, if you're not even joking. And anyway, the number's only above 18 digits. They're the major problem. Yeah, that 12 digit here is a prime. I have to copy all that and sort it by size. And yes, it will show all the numbers. But you only got 4 powers of 2. That's why I got 5 times that number. 2048 divisors times 5 because the entire thing had a multiple of 16. Because of this 9 here, it ruined everything. Really. Uh-oh, look at this. Update that title then. Yeah, I've updated the title again. Look, I'm sorry, did I copy that? Oops, I need to make sure I've copied them for safety reasons. To make sure I don't miss any divisors. Even if there's a lot, I must add all of them. See, look, that all here, 2 plus 56. I'll show you where was it, 4,000. See, it started here. Oh, undo that. There's one dot something equals 56. I need to make sure I've copied them. And now I just got a bunch of small ones. Seriously. Why'd you give me a bunch of small ones? And that's based on the prime factorization. Some numbers end in 1, 3, 7, or 9 sometimes. Many numbers do, including one of its divisors having around 30 something digits. And this one here, the largest one is down here. The largest one on this number is the one that when you divide it by 16, if you're surprised. We're up to the 87 digit numbers. Look how many numbers I had to add over this. Uh-oh. I did so many of them. Look, we've already added 7,000 of them. And that 1 equals 99 there is this number here. This is the number but divided by... No, this is the original number. Wait. See, that number here is 7632. So I want to the 4 with the 6 for it. And here it was my 9 on my original number. I'm at 8,000. That's a lot, right? It does not show you all the divisors in the beginning because that takes too much space, right? So if you get very unlucky and your number fully factored if it had a lot of divisors and it was 100,000 or so digits, say it had a million, imagine that, and it would not be able to show you. That's why if there are too many, it will not show you the number of divisors. It will not show you all of them because like that will take forever. Luckily though, since I only had 10,000 or so, look, if it showed you all the divisors and it was like all at once, look now it's at 10,000. We're about to hit the end. Look, we have 0 views. That's a big problem, and I hate that. There we go. That's all of them. And guess what? I must add all this to my Excel sheet. Oops, undo. There, it goes up to here. Oops, I need to sort those first. Insert. No, I don't want to do that. Okay, let's try doing that here. But first, I need to remove all these mentions here. There are 12 prime factors, and this is a big problem whenever I have too many prime factors. So I'll open up, see, I'll show you what happens if I do, say, to the power of 1,000 and subtract 1. That might be a problem. So it has added too much. There we go. Okay. But first of all, where are the primes? 11, 53, and 59. This is 4, 5, 7. Those are going to be red here because these numbers are prime. And then 4, 6, 1, the next number, actually is also a prime. So that must be red. And then 1, 0, 9, 7 is obvious. There's 3 bigger ones after that. And then this one is red. 1, 3, 4 stone. Red. I did not even. What? Is it in 5 to 6? Okay, how many digits did it have? Around 40, right? Uh-oh, it looks like I didn't put enough numbers. I had to do 4, 6 after that. And this was red. I'm sorry, but I need to remove this here. And there we go. I have to add so many numbers in case that happens. And I get unlucky and a lot of numbers divided there. I got very unlucky and had to take 10 minutes adding all the numbers. Uh-oh. But here I was pretty lucky, and I only had to add 62 of my numbers, by the way, since this was an even number. This was an even number. Oops. I do Control Shift V so that it doesn't copy them all in their original Arial font. You just remove this. No, this should be 3. And there we go. This one's down. Oops. Why did I... Why? Look, I have over 10,000 numbers because of mostly one number. The one number that it was actually a 100-digit number. Look, what happened is that 100-digit number... Oh, come on. Oops. Why? Why do I need to go all the way to the bottom like that? Look, this here, I need to copy this. No, oops. Place all, 5 replacements made, and there we go. See, some of the primes I get are big, right? Uh-oh, that's unlucky. I might need to wait up to 20 or so. I might need to wait up to 20 minutes for that if I'm unlucky. And again, there's 2 to the 4 times 3. I had that before, but it does not mean I have to skip the numbers that were under the 10 to the 13 there. Uh-oh. Sieves done 3. I'll make it 4 now, and I have to wait 7 minutes for that. Come on, I hate it when nobody's watching. What is wrong with you guys? I've just done 6, because about half of them is a sieve. Over 10,000 numbers got added. How did I mess that up? So I have to wait 7 minutes for this number, or 8 or 9, or maybe about 15 if I wait even longer. If nobody watches within half an hour of my stream starting, I actually end the stream. It's very sad, right? So I must wait for all the numbers. See, what happened is one number divided over 10,000 other numbers. That means I had some pretty good luck, except for how many numbers divided. And in that case, all of them get added, except for the duplicates, which I will later remove. Once a lot of numbers, once we pass 200,000, then I do, say about 1,000 numbers enter the list. Wait, so I need to check how many numbers I've added. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. I need to count how many times it resets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've done. And I need to go all the way to the bottom here. There's 8 numbers. I've done 8 numbers so far. And there's a high chance that you'll get a number sometimes getting thousands of numbers getting added. If I think there's more than 100,000, it will not show you all of them. So if that happens, I can't add them. If I get a prime after this, I'm not sure what will happen. So you're going to notice this part is blue. Look, I have to wait so long for some numbers to finish. Till 7 p.m. Oh, God, the sun is about to set. So my keyboard's a bit dirty, especially on the C key, as you might notice. Because 7 after 4. I'm not that patient, but sometimes I do have to wait. Here. What happens is I forgot this number here. Yay. Finally, we can continue the stream. Thank you for that. What? This is the only channel. Thanks. I've had to mention you in my community post. Nothing happens. Look here. No, I don't want to do that. I'm not removing the heart. See, it says heart. I'm gonna pin your chat message there. I will pin it. You left the stream. After less than 2 minutes, you left the stream. Look, it goes to posts, which I showed you earlier in one screenshot. That's 5. Okay, it's going to be around 320 at most, and 160 normal. Because that's 5 times 2 times 2 times 2, and then the other 2 times 2 from this number here, which I was trying to factor. I got 3 and 4 and 5. The first 5 digits of pi. Almost 10 minutes. After so long, we're done. This number was a bit worse than I thought. Don't press B and V at the same time, please. In that case, we need to add 160 new numbers here. And there's a large gap in the beginning. Because each of these here are 20. That's why. Now we start from number. What? Let's start from 6. What? I don't know what happened there. 2. That should be a 7 and 8. See, there should have been a prime factor somewhere that I missed. It took 2 curves there. There, I only have one view for now. Uh-oh. We got 577 as a prime factor. The first three here are going to be red. That's unlucky. If worse, we might need to wait up to 6 days. Or in the worst case, I might need to use a save for this number. Oh no, but we did not. I ignored my up key. Why? Now I only got 16 numbers over this, which is a bit sad, but that's how things work. Minus the first number, we get 15. And there's only 4 numbers I must conclude as red here. The others are marked green. See, that other number, it was a 19 digit. See, it will stop at 16 there. Because we actually got a weird one. Got 4 prime factors. This one got a couple. Not a big problem. We got 256 though, which is a bit of a stretch to call it that. It also got 74 zeros. Why did my number die like that? Why? It took exactly a second to finish. Now for these two numbers, there are 6 digits, the same length we had earlier. Delete this second sheet, I don't even need it. Why do I even need it then? There's 67 digits. No, I forgot how many numbers I counted. There were 7 sieves done. Oh, you left my stream. Oh, nice. You keep leaving my stream. What's wrong with you? There we go. That's what I'm talking about. One view. Oh no, no way it dies like that. How come? At least I got to add 16 other numbers that were in the middle. Look, look. It was a bit unforgiving, but at least we got it. A bit of early factors and surprise, but it didn't. Nice. No, there's no other numbers in the middle. So it turns out these numbers here actually got nothing but the prime factors themselves. Look, and that here just turned into a prime. Into a prime. In this case, I got to add all the. What is going on with my laptop? Oh my god. What's happening with my touch? I don't know what happened with my touchpad. There was 7 and 14. 7 and 14. But 7 here is red. And those are. Stop wasting the click by a single pixel these days. It keeps happening to me. I'm gonna do 50 hits each time that happens. Because that was an even number. How did I forget? Seriously, this might be a problem. If I get a higher number that is anything around 90 or so digits, that is not possible to factor with ECM. In that case, I must start over from scratch. In those cases, oh, that means you just got unlucky. I'm running out of time. What I don't like is when a number like this has to use a sieve for the remaining number if it's at least 80 digits. Anything up to about 95 digits. See, this is what would sometimes happen. I have to wait an hour for my number to finish, which is a major problem. I can't wait this long on my stream, so I'm going to end it.